Veteran politicians say the evolution of Rwanda's governance policies over the last 26 years have helped put the people at the forefront of all national policies adopted. The RPF liberated the country from bad leadership, governance practices that held back Rwandans, and did not care about the development of all. Now, even the law requires that the people come first. Let's start with elections. In 2015, you saw for yourself how the people decided that Article 101 of the Constitution should be amended. The law now requires that people from all walks of life in society can vote and, more importantly, be voted into office. Everyone is represented, even people living with disabilities. Even at the local level, consultative councils include health, education, as well as women's and youth representatives, so that all aspects of society are represented. Indeed, regular local residents agree with this assertion. Everybody kept asking officials for a clean water supply, but we also, as local residents, decided that we would play our part in making it happen. An entire hill came together in umuganda activities, and we dug trenches where the water pipelines would be laid. The government provided the pipes and supporting infrastructure, and now we have clean water. There is also the time we discussed the country's constitution. There were their categories, and we met with leaders on these and other issues. They don't come here to impose things on us. Rather, they come to listen to what we have to say on important matters. Local residents pointed out that half of our settlement was comprised of farmland, with the other featuring residential homes. Yet our land deeds, which were issued in 2010, if I am not mistaken, said the entire settlement was for residential houses only. We sat down as local residents and asked that the revised master plan clearly indicate that distinction. Leaders listen to the people, and it clearly helps when it comes to development projects. The biggest change is that now local residents see leaders in themselves. Rwanda's decentralization policies are largely credited with such changes. When you look at 26 years ago, the challenge was putting the proper institutions in place. Much of the infrastructure simply did not exist. Many of the decentralization policies we now know were just not there. I remember when people sought services, everybody had to go to what was known as the commune offices. Now, you only go to the district offices as a last resort. Sectors now provide many of those services, even cell offices. That helps local residents feel closer to their leaders and even hold them accountable. Also, there are many forums people can now use to air their views, things like local councils and regular community meetings, as well as other communication methods. The National Mushyikirano Council is another important setting that sees people air their views to the country's top leadership. The Rwanda Governance Scorecard that is issued by the Rwanda Governance Board puts the level of confidence Rwandans have in each other as citizens at 93.8%, while their confidence in the country's leaders is at 95.5%. There are many factors that contribute to the confidence that people have in their leaders, and the fact that through the decentralization policy they have been empowered. People now play an important role in accountability as well. The annual governance scorecard has put the role of people in the policies adopted for them at 72.6%. And when you look at the role of other institutions not part of the government, it is at 70.7%. Gender equality is at 75%. In general, people understand the policies in place and even ask when things do not appear to be going well. In 2019, the role of the regular population in giving important ideas geared towards national development was placed at 81%. For elections, it was 91.4%, while for district-level planning and budgeting, it was at 53%.